This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything cloud gaming related, and today we're going to be going over some Stadia news. Now there's not a whole lot of news to cover today, but there are some pretty important topics we need to discuss. One of them is about Uplay Plus on Stadia, and it's caused quite a bit of a stir, and the second is about official iOS support, which appears to be on the way. But before we dive into both of those topics, we gotta go over some quick game updates, the first of which is about Orcs Must Die 3. The latest expansion, Drastic Steps, is currently available on the store for $9.99 US. It includes a new story campaign with 4 new scenarios and 1 new war scenario. Among that, you'll have plenty of new traps and enemies to go against and 1 new endless map as well. It's also very much so worth noting that if one player owns this DLC and then invites a friend without it to play a game, you can actually play this together. So if you play through this game with a buddy, then only one of you actually needs to own this to host some matches and play through the new scenarios. I'll put a link detailing the latest patch notes and all of this other information in the description below. Oh, and before moving on, they also added Stream Connect with the latest update, and it's available to everyone regardless of whether or not you own the expansion. The next game update is about the release of Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition, which does include Season Pass 2 and the newly released Designer's Cut DLC. It comes in priced at $99.99, and yes, that is quite a hefty asking price, but there is a ton of content here. You'll be getting the base Borderlands 3 experience, all the DLC from Season 1, and all the upcoming DLC included in the Season 2 pass. So if you're just hopping into the game for the first time, well, you have a lot of game to play. Now for those of you who already own the base title, well, you can buy the Designer's Cut individually for $19.99 or the Season Pass 2 for $29.99. But now let's move on to the last game update, and this time it's the release of the Destiny 2 Beyond Light expansion. It'll introduce a new destination called Europa, which takes place on Jupiter's frozen moon. It'll be up to you to discover all the secrets that lie deep under the ancient ice. And for the first time ever, you'll be able to wield the darkness through a new mysterious power called Stasis. Titans, Warlocks, and Hunters will have new subclasses to explore as each wields Stasis in a different way. And like any other Destiny 2 expansion, you can certainly expect a new raid as well as new exotics to find. I know there's quite a bit of hype for this expansion, so if any of you Destiny 2 players are out there, do let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section below. But now let's get into the 2 big news stories of the day, beginning with the one about Ubisoft Plus. Recently, a page got shared stating that Ubisoft Plus would only be coming to the US region during its beta phase. As you can imagine, this really didn't lead to too many positive impressions, and a few people got pretty riled up about this. Understandably so, it would be quite shocking to see this subscription be tied only to a specific region after waiting all this time for it, especially when said subscription is already available on PC in multiple regions outside of the United States. In my opinion, I don't think this is worth getting upset for or even really bringing up right now. And that's simply because this statement appears to be coming from a support ticket. And that support ticket in question asked what they needed to know about Ubisoft Plus beta with Amazon Luna and Stadia. And the answer that was given sounds pretty much like the press release for Ubisoft Plus on Amazon Luna. They just seem to have tagged Google Stadia onto the end there, and that's what may be causing this miscommunication. We've already been told that Ubisoft Plus wouldn't be launching on Stadia until sometime after November 10th. As per usual, it's best to wait for Google themselves to actually release a statement regarding the matter, as I'm sure they'll clear all of this up when the time comes. But now let's get to the last news story of the day, and this is about playing Stadia on iOS. This is a bit of a two-parter as there are 2 stories that relate to this. The first of which revolves around the Stadium iOS app. This was a third-party app that was used to bypass Apple's lock of Stadia usage. It functioned as a browser that would actually launch Stadia games on both iPhone and iPad. After a while though, it got taken down from the App Store. Well, the good news is that it's been reinstated and you can go download the app right now. I do need to bring up the fact that some features were removed from the app though. And please don't go and bombard this app with negative reviews if those features meant a lot to you. The removal of said features was the only way to get the app reinstated and functional for many of us. But for those of you who rather wait for official support, well, there's news on that front too. It's a discovery made by Stadia, who recently found out by digging into code that Stadia is currently working on iOS support. Some of the most notable lines mention playing on a browser, Safari, iPad, iPhone, and Apple WebKit. It's already in the works and it sounds like it's possibly gonna be going into testing real soon. By far, this is one of the most, if not the most requested feature for Stadia and many other cloud gaming services. iOS support is super important to expand the outreach for all of them, and it's good to see that it seems to be making some progress internally. It's only a matter of time when we'll end up seeing some of that come into fruition. Now that was originally gonna be the end of the video, but some more news just came in. You may remember that last week we talked about a URL page that went live that would be giving a Stadia Premier Edition to YouTube Premium members. Well, it just so happens that that webpage has been updated and the offer is available currently in the UK. Now, I don't know the terms and conditions, my page strictly says it's not available in my region, and I am seeing that the US also isn't included as of right now. But be sure to check it out, I'll link it in the description below, see if it's available for you, and if you're a YouTube Premium member, definitely take advantage of this. I definitely hope this is just the start because I absolutely would love a free Premier Edition. Either way, that's all the news I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Today's end of video message is going to be asking you for what you're playing this week. Are you still grinding out those tech points in Watch Dogs, or are you jumping into Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Or maybe you're playing something different entirely. Do let me know in the comment section below, I look forward to reading your replies. As always, thank you for watching the video. This has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything cloud gaming related. The Gen S community is over 5,300 strong and growing by the day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.